I mean, I always say that one of the best, people say it was the best sports story you ever wrote. And I don't know the best, but I remember one at the Olympics where a guy, it was in a stadium that was half empty. It was during a heat of a 400-meter run. And, so just one of the 10 heats. And this British runner, they fire the gun, they go about halfway through, and this British runner pulls up with a hamstring, lame, and he kind of breaks down in his lane, and you realize, he's been training his whole life, and he gets injured in a heat, and everyone else goes past him, and he gets up and he starts hobbling around the track, because in the Olympics, if you don't cross the finish line, you don't get recorded as having participated. So in a moment, his dream went from winning and getting a gold medal to I want to have been here. I want to at least register to have been here. And as he's going around the track, this couldn't happen today, but this was in 1992, a guy comes running out of the stands, jumps over the fence, runs onto the field, runs onto the track. You see a security guard says, and he says something to him, and the security guard lets him go, and he grabs the guy and lifts him up and starts walking him along around the track. It turns out it's his father, and his father taught him how to run, and he helped, and he moves him along, because he can't walk, and he takes him across the finish line, and everyone stands up, and as he's walking now, I mean, if the race ended in 44 seconds, he finished in 4 minutes, but he's walking down the track with his father, and everyone's giving him a standing ovation. And I ran downstairs. There were 5 people who even saw this from the media who wanted to cover it. Now, most people think you should just cover the winners or the gold medalists, and to me, this had everything. And I went down, I talked to his father, talked to him, and his father said, well, I taught him how to run when he was a boy. I put him on my feet, and I made my feet run, and I held him, and he was doing the same thing. I'm getting goosebumps telling you this story. And he's doing the same thing coming down the home stretch. So in that one moment, in that one afternoon, you had dreams dashed, and you had father and son, and you had, the world watching, and you had all these amazingly big themes that could be encapsulated into a single simple thing. And when you think about what I have ended up doing in my life with books, I've done a lot of the same thing, tried to take these big themes and see if I can put them into a single moment, So I've been blessed to be exposed to all these themes on a nightly basis and all these travels that I do, and see the extremes of things, and learn how to write quickly, and learn how to, get to know different peoples in different walks of life, which is what sports exposes you to, because it's all different sports with all different kinds of people. So I thought it was great training, and I still do.
Thank you all very much for coming, and thank you, Mitch, for such a wonderful interview.
My pleasure. Thank you all very much.